Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Pete Morgan and you're watching my Bouncing Back series with Watford, trying to get them back in the Premier and make them the best of the rest, really. Yeah, we're going to make them as good as we can anyway. So you were last with us for the 1-1 draw with Millwall, disappointing. We then got absolutely played off apart by Cardiff, didn't turn up. We had a couple of injuries, no excuses. Cardiff were the better team, beat us 2-0. We then laboured to a draw in the FA Cup against Maidstone. Absolutely robbed here, guys. Absolutely robbed. It's FA Cup all over, isn't it? 0.30. We had 2.73 expected goals, 20 shots on target, goals, 6 on target, 67% possession, and somehow they walked away with a 1-1 draw. They got the equaliser in the 33rd minute, and then we just couldn't do anything. We just kept hitting the post and one thing and another. Luton, we scraped a 2-1 win against them. We weren't brilliant, but we won, you know. Arujo and Asprilla with the goals. Maidstone absolutely played them off apart. 4-0 in the replay. What should have happened in the first game happened in the second game. We were absolutely awesome. We then went away to Swansea and didn't turn up at all. Got absolutely mullocked 3-0, which was a bit of a worry. We've also picked up injuries. And then the Leighton Orient game, it was that bad. Again, injuries. I actually finished up playing 4-3-3, which was 4 defenders, 3 central midfielders and 3 attacking midfielders. We had no recognised striker on the pitch. We drew 1-1 and then we've just come back. Transfer window day. This was the last day of the transfer window. We won 5-0. New signing John Duran on loan from, I believe it's Man City. Got a hat-trick on his debut. Really good. And that leads me into the transfers. So we've been busy. We've had a few go out. If we come to where we're at now, which is here. Tom Cleverley's gone for 500k. He's gone to Girona. Mario Gasper's gone for 325k, also to Girona. That's a loan deal. They might buy him, they might not. Asan Balonga, he's gone to Rosenborg for 115k. Remember I brought him on and he was slower than the Titanic? Yeah, he didn't figure really again. Craig Cathcart, he's gone out to Girona as well. They're obviously keen to be the Watford of Italy. 275k. And then one I didn't want to do, João Pedro, he's gone for 37 million in total to West Ham. And then they've just brought a 16-year-old goalkeeper off us, Gabriel Ortelli, for 170k, possibly 325. So that paved the way for me to actually go and sign a lot of players that we'd been looking at. I had no money, and to the extent where James Trafford, Liam Delap and the Fuente one was all on hold on transfer day because I didn't have the funds until we sold João Pedro. Players in. Here we go. So it's been quite a busy day. We signed Rafael. You knew we had Papello. So we signed Rodriguez from Benfica. He's an under-21 player. He's one for the future, okay. He just spent a bit of money on him. Wellmark, straight into the first team he has been. He's been playing quite well. We signed him from, can't remember, Feyenoord, 1.6 million. He should do us a job in the future. He's not the final piece of the puzzle and he's not going to be there long term. But if we can get a couple of seasons out of him before we move him on, that'd be good. Bove, again, defensive midfield player, one of the better players at the club. I'm hoping he's going to do us a bit of business. Duran, just signed, like I said. Oh, he's on loan from Aston Villa, not Man City. Absolutely fantastic. I'm already looking at signing him. I thought he looked good when he came up on my search as just being made available for loan. And a few other clubs were in for him, but he chose us. And like I said, first game, hat-trick. Can't really complain of that. James Trafford. Everybody must know James Trafford. We've bought him off Man City. We need a goalie. We need a long-term goalie. He's 20 years old. He's somebody we can develop and hopefully turn into a world-class goalkeeper. Liam Delap, we've just signed him from Man City. This is the one I got muddled up with Doan. Striker centre, 19 years old, ticks the boxes. I'm hoping he's going to do a job for us up front. Then we've just signed Miguel De La Fuente, also an attacking player. Okay, we only had 1 or 2 good players, and if they're injured, then we really struggle. We're scraping a barrel. So we've got the cover there now. Again, this guy, he's got the stats. Don't get me wrong, he's not going to be a top Premiership striker ever, I don't think, but he should be able to do a job for us down in the Championship. And the last one, Troy Stolen. This was actually went through my director of football. I had nothing to do with it at all. I didn't scout the guy. As far as I knew, the scouts weren't there. Director of football just come up on transfer day and said he was putting an offer in for him. I think we paid something like 7 million. Normally I would look at him and think, I don't know. I don't like the fact that he hasn't got a lot of great stats here. He's got a few, but then you look at all the green. He's going to be attacking down the left. He's got the acceleration, the agility, natural fitness and a bit of pace. His dribbling's phenomenal. We'll see. You know, it could be an expensive flop, but we will see. So, as we're trying to clear the debt, we're doing quite well with that, I think, at the moment. I don't know what it's going to show. I haven't looked. It's actually gone up to 84. That's with all the youth development. Okay, so we've moved our entire youth process up a level. Okay, so if you look at the facilities now, we've actually got excellent youth facilities, good academy coaching and good youth recruitment. So we're looking to improve that again at the end of this season, if the board will allow us, of course. So we're back today. We're playing Blackburn in the Championship. We did drop down as low as 5th. We're struggling a little bit. Our worst run since we took over. But we're playing Blackburn today. They're 5th. So this is a meaningful game. Of course, we did manage Blackburn in our Dare to Win save. Got to get that in. And we won everything with them. We triple Premiership champions 3 years on the trot. Won a Carabao Cup, I think it was 4 years on the trot. FA Cups, European Cups, Community Shields, World Club Cups, you name it, we won it with Blackburn. So if you want to catch up on that, Dare to Win save, well worth a watch. If you can put up with me, that is, of course. So, team for today, it's already been chosen. Okay, we've got a few that are in now that we're actually going to get on the bench and try to get them a little bit of game time, okay? They're not going to play against Blackburn today, a lot of the new ones. And that's pretty much it, I think. Loser needs to be in. I'm trying, as you can see, I'm working out the long players. Still got 2 or 3 in there, which isn't great. But we are trying to get rid of them and get our own players in and start bringing them up. So a Sprilla needs to be in. So we got Blackburn in goal. Ferreira, Porteous, Williams, Rodriguez across the back. Rodriguez, sorry guys, he's coming out, and that's what we're going to do there. Sorry, I was trying to get Rodriguez some playing time. He's the under 21 guy we signed, so we're looking to develop him a little bit. Then we've got Bove and Kone in the midfield. Kone is one for the future. Okay, he's only 20 years old. He's 5-star potential. He needs to play to develop, so we're playing him, see how it goes. And Bove is the new guy that we've signed that we're hoping is going to do a job for us. Then we got Wildmark and Matthias Martins out wide for today, and Sara and Esprilla. Our normal front two are back, so we're playing them up front. They have been out injured, so we like I said, we really struggled in the FA Cup to the extent where I was worried we were going to go out because we had so many injuries. So we got one outside the club. It's Kalu. That's fine. He's only a striker, and I've got plenty of strikers all of a sudden. So yeah, we're not, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to be in a position where we don't have strikers in the first team. And I look through the youth and there's absolutely nothing there. So yeah, we've just come back from absolutely smashing Rotherham, 5-0. So Blackburn away, and it's an empty stadium, isn't it? That's not like it was when I was here, for sure. But that was a different alternative, what do they call it, dimension. So anyway, we're 3rd. We need to win today, get back into that promotion place. Norwich just threatening to run away with it. They've got over their little blip from when we beat them, and then they lost the next 2 games. But they seem to be back, and West Brom are, the team that are running away with it or threatening to. So here we go. Reece Williams, what a loan signing he's been. Really good at this level. And Sar, is he going to get this in the bottom? No, he's got tackled. He just turned on it and got tackled. I feel a bit tight that the guy who scored an hat-trick on his debut isn't in, but he'll get a bit of game time in the second half. And here we go, Esprilla, lovely ball into the box, and the header's there, but it's over the bar from, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so we're just going to call him Whalemark. So it looks right, so it might not be right, but I know who I'm on about, and that's all that matters. So Blackburn on the attack here, and that's a good shot, but Bachmann is down. So Bachmann's withdrawn his transfer request. He's no longer angry with me or upset and refusing to talk to me. However, he is still looking at his options end of the season. That's fine. I mean, that's why we brought Trafford in, to try and get our own development line going with players and goalkeepers and defender and everything. So we are looking to the future with this team, because this is going to be, and that was a good effort by both. This is going to be, I would imagine, a 6 or 7 season save minimum. We're going to be a couple of seasons, 3 or 4 seasons, just getting the shape of the team right and getting the players in we want, because we're starting to see some good quality players come in. But of course, the problem we have now is we've got no money. I mean, like I said, I had 3 players on hold transfer day, just waiting for the one sale to go through so that we had the funds to complete the transfers. So, and then of course, because it was right at the end of transfer day that we got the money, I wasn't able to get them cleared to play against Rotherham, which would have been nice because we did struggle for players again against Rotherham, although the loan signing comes straight in and made the difference, scored a hat-trick in 30 minutes. Big difference to the team. And it's nice that we're putting Blackburn under a bit of pressure here. It would be nice to make it pay. And Kone, he does that a lot. He gets the ball, but is close in control. His first touch needs working on, I think. We'll have to have a look at that when we're offline and see what we can do to improve things there. And there's Buckley, he's got that down to Bove, that's nice, and that's a long ball over the top for Sarr now. Can Ismail Sarr finish this? He's in, he's through, he's chipped the keeper. That's a quality finish from a quality player that is on the transfer list. He wants to leave, he wants to play for a bigger team. Nobody wanted to buy him. I'm not complaining, but I'm amazed that nobody came in with an offer, and actually the offer that did come in was derisory. It really was. There was no way I was going to let him go for a couple of shillings for sure. And luckily he did agree that, you know, it should be 20 odd million, not 20 odd quid. So we're doing well. We're going to do the pressing as they are. So we're back up second with the win. We have played a game more than West Brom, but as you can see, we've closed the gap. So we're putting the pressure on West Brom to keep winning, and I believe we have got to play them again yet. And we need to maintain this. We are playing better than we did when we had that little, and Asprilla's through, slash that over the top. Yeah, when we had the little blip in our performance, and like I said, we dropped down to 4th or 5th in the league. We were awful. We really were awful, a shadow of our normal selves. But half time, 1-0 up, happy with that. I'm not going to go with that one. I think we've dominated possession. I did have a quick look at that, so morale is on the floor at the moment from the poor results. So we are trying to rebuild that. I would, by the way, be happy with the draw here at Blackburn. You know, they're 3rd and 4th in the league, respectively. They are a good side, and they are promotion candidates, I guess you'd say. But it would be nice to get the comfort of a second goal here. Matthias Martins, he's another one whose first touch and close in control lets him down. So we're 48 minutes in. We're not going to do any quick substitutions yet. A little bit early for that, but there is a few that I'm already thinking about. I want to get a couple of the new guy on for sure, Delap, see what he's like, and that's slashed over. Asprilla's been brilliant. He's a youngster. Obviously, he's really stepped up this year. Made a big impact. He really has. It's a lot of goals. But we do need to maintain. Keeper had it covered all the way. Keeper had it covered. Just dived for the glory, I guess. But here's João Ferreira now to Sarr. Over to the back post, but that's a good header down by Britton. And I don't recognise hardly any of these Blackburn players. Of course, I joined after they'd already been promoted to the Premier and then relegated in the last save. And João Ferreira, he's another youngster that we had big ideas for, but I'm not sure he's going to make it. But priority was midfield and attack, because as I've said all season, my defence has been, I can't argue with my defence. One or two players like Ferreira that's not doing the business, but through the middle where I wanted us to be strong, we have been strong. You know, you got 6'5" Reece Williams, and there's the problem we get, is anything into feet, and we're a little bit clumsy. And Porteous there has given but Blackburn a route back in. It would be nice to make the save here. Keeps and made himself big, but it was a well executed penalty, wasn't it, by Diaz? So 1-1, a little bit disappointed, but we gave away the penalty more than anything. And yeah, the keeper made himself big, but completely went the wrong way. So we're on 63 minutes. We've got a free kick out wide. Well mark in, back post. We don't get up. Considering we got a giant of centre halves who do really well for us in defensive positions, we don't really put the opposition under pressure when we get free kicks and corners. Not sure why. Something else to put on the to-do list, I guess. Coney plays it out wide to Ngakia. Ngakia now running down the wing. That's nice. Plays it in behind to Asprilla. Now, can Asprilla get a ball into the box? He's played it back to Ngakia, who rifled it into the defender, who got a good block in, I guess you'd say. And that result, the draw is dropping us down to 4th. So with that, we'll play this highlight. We're at 70 minutes, but we'll get this highlight out of the way. Then we'll make some substitutions. And Blackburn are suddenly starting to look a little bit tasty, which is a worry. I need to trim up. Some of the hairs are tickling me nose again, so... And that's a good claim by Bookman there. Backman. So, substitutions. Got a few players struggling for fitness. Duran's coming on. He's going to come on for for Asprilla. First game back from injury, isn't really doing a lot for me. Then we've got Liam Delap. Do I try him? He could come on wide. There for excuse me, for who did I take off? Well, Mark Loser needs to be playing. He's going to replace Kone, who's looking bad, and Pepelu. I've got them the wrong way round, actually. I say, well, oh no, that looked better the other way, didn't it? Perhaps they know more than I do. Yeah. Silly me. So that's 4, and I've got... Do I bring De Fuente on? Fresh legs on a debut. Let's see. Let's go all out. I was going to make a change for a defender, but let's see what the attackers can do here. Total new front line virtually with Delap, Duran and Miguel De Fuente up front. So Mateus Martins now, can he actually... He does what he always does, which is give the ball away. And we're under pressure again now from Blackburn, who's got it out wide. They're good enough to cause us problems here. Vale, I hope he's played it off to the hedges. Keeper's made a bit of a hash of that, but we managed to cover and clear it. Now they've got a corner. I do need to encourage the team a bit, because even if we go 2-1 down, the encourage should still work for that. And this is a worry, a big worry, but that's good play by Blackburn there, following the book. The book of my results, that is. Then I've got us down for a win on this one. And Pepelu, good corner take, scored a cracking free kick for his first goal for the club, and we got up and won a header, but it's over the bar from Delap. So it's a goal kick for Blackburn Rovers. Time's running out. It looks like we're going to have to settle for a draw. Ferreira, Martins, Miguel, good ball in. Williams back to Miguel. Come on, my son, it's your chance for glory, but he couldn't get it under control, could he? The defender stood in his face and got the blocks in. So another corner. Nice to see that we're putting them under pressure right at the end of the game. We deserve the win, I think. I'd like to think we do. I don't think we've been better than Blackburn. And again, we've won the ball on the edge of the box. The keeper's dived and made a... Oh. And Pepelu picks up the loose ball. So we're playing it around. We're putting them under pressure. We've got them rattled. Long ball out wide to Delap. Delap, first time ball in, and Kaminsky made up for his earlier clownish antics and claimed the ball and puts the game to bed, I guess. 1-1. Not an ideal result for either team, really. Not for automatic promotion anyway, but we're in. Pepelu got a good challenge in there, but then we've got it back. Pepelu to Martins. Now, don't give it away. Martins, long ball out wide to Delap. Is he going to get it in? Perhaps we need to do a little bit more work on ball control and first touch. So, 1-1. Can't really complain of that, can we? It was a difficult game. Didn't read it. I just clicked automatically what the assistant manager was saying, but hey, so 1-1. We have dropped back to 4th, 62, 3 points behind West Brom, and they have a game in hand now, so it's very tight now in this top 5. So we're going to go away. We're coming back actually today for the Leyton Orient FA Cup. FA Cup today then, away at Leyton Orient. Bit of a blow, didn't even think about it, because obviously we've only just signed them, but Delap and Duran, the 2 new strikers, are cup tied, And Dolan is still injured. He should be back in 5 to 11 days. Got injured in his final game for Blackburn before joining us. The only other change is that Ngakia got injured. He's got cold, so he's off. So the team today is Batman in goal. Ferreira, Porteous, Williams and Rodriguez is back in today across the back four. Bove and Kone, no change in the midfield with Wellmark. Bashiru's replaced Mateus Martins, who's a little bit heavy-footed when it comes to controlling the ball, with Sarr and Esprilla up front. So that's the team. There's not a lot more we can do now other than hope the footballing gods are on our side. We should really comfortably dispatch Leyton Orient. But this is the FA Cup, and this could go pear-shaped and make us look a bunch of clowns. So we do need to be on our game. We can't afford to relax. So Esprilla, I'm just amazed with the guy. I know I said we didn't have any attackers. When he's fit, he plays. It's that simple. He's such a good goal scorer, and he's only a youngster. He's definitely a big name for the future. But he's had 2 or 3 injuries this season already, so we need to keep an eye on that, I guess, going forward. It might be he's only a youngster. He's only about 17, 18, maybe 19 at most, I think. And promising start. It's a nice pitch. It's raining, and Sarr is through. Now, can Sarr do something with this? He's on his own. He's got ahead of everyone else. Plays it back to Esprilla, and the shot is wow wide. In fact, I think the defender got in and kicked it out first, hence the corner. So Esprilla has taken a corner. Lovely ball in, and it's headed clear. Whoa, I'm going to have to look at that. I think Williams got it down at the edge of the box, and that's a loose pass, which gives Leyton Orient the chance to hit us on a counter-attack, and we know how good they can be with that. And I've been trying to look at Esprilla's age all that time. He's 19, he's Colombian, so he could be a good one for the future. If nothing else, he's going to be a little pot of gold for us, hopefully. And that's a good ball in. We've managed to get a foot on it and get it clear, but not very far, and it's back in again, and the keeper went down for the save before it looped up off a defender. I hate FA Cup ties away at I say non-league, what are they, League 2? And Bachmann comes out and makes a cracking save 7 yards off his line. That's what you want from your goalkeeper, isn't it? And now he's gone long. He had options left and right, but he's gone long for Esprilla, who's through. And the keeper just got a toenail on that, forcing it round the corner, round the post. And Rodriguez, new boy, with the corner. Can he get a good delivery in? He has, but their keeper claims it on 5 yards. Anything Bachmann could do. Vigouroux, nice name for a goalkeeper. So, Ogie. And that's a giveaway, but we've nodded it straight back to him and given it free in the middle of the box. They're looking dangerous when they got the ball. Rodriguez dived in there. A bit of a worry when your player goes 2-footed in the box, isn't it? Luckily he missed player and ball. And they're getting a little bit of pressure. Got up and beat us on the header there. Does look a giant of a man, whoever he is. Solid brick wall there. So 4 chance shots. We've had 3 with 1 on target. It's not really going our way at the minute. It's a 50-50 game, 26 minutes in. Gonna drop a little bit of encouragement. Hopefully we're not about to score. Shouldn't do it on a highlight really. But up to now we haven't really looked like scoring. He gets it out wide to Bisharu, who's back from injury. And Porteous plays safe. Back to Bachmann. Bachmann to Williams. Now can we build from the back here? Bove across to Kone. Still worry with Kone, and his passing's a little bit wayward, and he's put us under pressure straight away here. And Olympian, I think he was offside. He was offside, ref. Ref is running back with him, which normally means, yeah, I thought he was offside. But this is all from again, and it looked more obvious than that when I watched it. But we're under a little bit of pressure here, which this is a bit of a worry. Leyton Orient was my grandmother's team. God rest her soul. And Sarr, that's a loose ball from them. And Sarr's through, chips a keeper, and it's in. That's a lovely goal to ease the nerves and give us a foothold in the game. 1-0 up. Sarr absolutely onto the loose ball like you wouldn't believe here. Bang, and he's away. And a lovely chip from, what was that, 22 yards. I thought he put it over, but he had it weighted perfectly for that lob. And we're 1-0 up. Well deserved, I must say. I think we've been the better team out of the two. Into a Sprilo, tried to get it round a corner, but the defender got in the way. Bove out wide to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a new guy. It's interesting to see how he will get on. He's playing above his level, really. He's been signed for the under-21s, which suggests he's not really ready for senior football. But he's 20 years old, and my understanding about the game... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh. Perhaps they are on our side today. And my idea of how the game works, going back to what I was saying, is that once they're above like 18, 19 years of age, if they don't play, youth football is no good to them. That they need to be playing in the first team. So that's why you start to chuck them out. And, we've hit the bar around the rebounds, put away by Bove for his first goal of the season, first goal for the club. And that should 2-0 just before half time. I'm going to praise the guys once the highlights finished. Very opportunistic there, wasn't he? I'll just check it has been given, yeah. So I'm going to praise the guys now, just going into half time. Get a little bit of green on here, hopefully. And we've gone into half time before it took effect. Now, I'd have thought if I shouted, well done, lads, from a touchline, that would be immediate. So maybe that needs to be looked at in the future. But hey-ho, I think we're doing well, but we could definitely find another gear. And we'll start a second half. Get it going. Not a lot to waffle about. So I've been trying to get my videos, as you know, around 20-minute mark. Last three have been 40, 30, 28 and 30 something. So I do need to be working on my waffling. But here we go. 2-0. 54 minutes gone. Keeping it on it. We're not playing great. Walmart's on a 6-4. So maybe we got a reason to bring Martins back on there. I'd like to get Luz and Pepelu on in the midfield because Kone has got caught on it again. He better be as good as they keep telling me he's going to be, because every time I have a team meeting they're telling me he could be far exceed the abilities of our current best player. That was offside. Ref? No? Okay, so it's 2-1. We're under the cosh a little bit. A bit worrying how easy a team of Leyton Orient stature rips us open there. And like I said, if teams get it down and play it across the floor, I mean, look at my two Trojan horses here trotting back. We don't have a great deal of pace in the middle, so it's 2-1. It's an even game, which is a worry. Oh, I'll have to play the highlight now. And they've lofted a ball in, and we can deal with that all day. As long as they follow the game plan and just loft high balls into the box, we can deal with that. The minute they play it across the floor, we're in trouble. Right, so let's make me substitutions. Well, we've got a pause. So, Ferreira's struggling. Serietta on for him. Kone, he's got to come off. Do I put Uso there? Yeah. And I'm going to bring Pepelu on for Bove. Although Bove's having a good game, am I indeed going to do that? Because I want to get Wellmark off, who's not playing great. So we're going to give Kalu a run out wide and see what he's able to do. He's a 25-year-old. And I'm going to get him on for a Sprilla. I want to keep a Sprilla as fit as I can. I'm actually going to change Reece Williams and bring in Wesley Holt. And that's it. Could have brought De Fuente on, I guess, up front. But no, we'll go with what I've got. I think Arujo's a more settled player. He's more likely to get a goal from me today. A bit more experience. So Kalu, good cross to the back post, and we're up and we've got the header. Holt, who's just come on, possibly the first touch of the game. Sometimes experience pays dividends. So Kalu, cracking corner, and Holt. That's the first time I've actually seen us in this save do up the other end what we're very good at in our own end, which is get up and win headers. Now that's a long ball into the box, silly header, which gives Lusa a chance to pick the spot, and what a save by the keeper. I thought that was sailing into the back of the net. So Kalu, another corner, less more of the same, back post, bang, near post. So let's change a goal scoring plan. But 3-1, that should really... I'm going to praise the guys again as we are 3-1 up. That's 2 goals. Try and get the morale going again. Hoyt, and another flying save, tipping the ball around a post. Just my luck. I'd love to put this to bed. 3-1, it's safe, I think, at 82. But a 4th goal would do me the world of good for sure. Bashiru, back from injury. He's been, since he suddenly appeared at Watford... Oh, I should keep quiet. Like I said, our ball control in our first touch is woeful. I maybe need to do some training on that in the coming weeks. So 92.5 minutes. This is pretty much just winding the clock down. I did see who we got in the next round, guys. I think it's Villa. I'll have to check, but I think we're playing Villa. So that's the end of the game. We're through. We're making a meal of this FA Cup this season. That's 2 games, 2 replays, and we didn't look that impressive in this one either, I don't think. So we've got to praise the guys. They did well. Wet and cold night at Leighton Orient. I'm guessing that's London, middle of London. I'm not sure where. I don't go to London a lot. 3-1. We're through. So that's going to set up, like I said, Watford win FA Cup, secure victory, and it is Aston Villa, 1st of March. So, schedule-wise, it's possibly going to be Aston Villa as the biggest game of the season. Stoke, who are 20th. It's not going to be Stoke, guys. Coventry, who are 15th. West Brom. It's got to be... Sorry, I've clicked on the name. So we're going to come back in a few games. We're going to do West Brom, Aston Villa. West Brom because they're top of the league. And Aston Villa because it's our biggest game of the season so far. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave us a big like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. You take care.